Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. The baseball world has been shaken to its core in a move that nobody saw coming. And yet, somehow, the whispers that have been circulating for weeks have finally materialized into a reality that will echo through every corner of the major league. Francisco Lindor, the electrifying shortstop whose name has been synonymous with the Mets for so many seasons, is now officially a New York Yankee, a transition that fans of both teams are struggling to digest simultaneously. The trade, confirmed just hours ago, is more than just a roster adjustment. It is a seismic shift in the balance of power in the American League, a declaration from the Yankees that they are prepared to do whatever it takes to chase another championship, in a moment that will undoubtedly be dissected endlessly by analysts, commentators, and fans alike. Social media exploded immediately after the announcement, with reactions ranging from disbelief to jubilation to outrage, capturing the raw emotional intensity that surround a figure as beloved and talented as Lindor. For the Mets, this is a painful yet financially strategic decision, trading away not only a player of immense skill, but also a cornerstone of the franchise's identity, someone who has carried the weight of expectations with a grace and charisma that few athletes can match. The implications of this move will ripple through the league, shaping not only the upcoming season, but potentially the next decade of baseball narratives in New York, creating storylines that will fuel debates in sports bars, podcasts, and live broadcasts. As fans and analysts alike attempt to predict whether the Yankees' gamble will pay off in ways that justify the emotional and financial cost of acquiring a superstar of Lindor's caliber. The atmosphere in Yankee Stadium and Citi Field could not be more polarized right now, as supporters of each team wrestle with the reality that one of baseball's brightest stars has changed allegiances in the blink of an eye. The Yankees, with their storied history and relentless pursuit of excellence, are sending a message that goes beyond simple numbers and statistics. They are signaling ambition, they are signaling urgency, and they are signaling a willingness to disrupt the equilibrium in the league to achieve their ultimate goal, winning another World Series. Lindor's arrival is not just a new chapter for him personally. It is a narrative bombshell that transforms the Yankees' infield into a spectacle of skill and excitement, promising defensive brilliance, clutch hitting, and leadership that can galvanize a team already rich with talent. Meanwhile, the Mets are entering a period of introspection and recalibration, balancing the immediate heartbreak of losing a fan favorite with a long-term vision of constructing a roster capable of sustained success. Speculation about what the Mets received in return fuels endless discussion, as fans scrutinize every aspect of the trade, from prospects to draft picks, wondering if the gamble will eventually prove to be a masterstroke or a cautionary tale of miscalculation. Sports media outlets are inundated with stories dissecting the trade, highlighting not only Lindor's past achievements, which include multiple All-Star appearances and Gold Glove recognitions, but also his potential to elevate a team that is already expected to contend for the title. In essence, this trade encapsulates everything fans love about baseball: drama, strategy, heartbreak, and the electrifying unpredictability that makes the sport endlessly compelling. The timing of the announcement, just as the season approaches, maximizes the intrigue, leaving room for endless speculation about how Lindor will adapt to his new environment, how the chemistry in the Yankees clubhouse will evolve, and whether this move will be remembered as the defining moment of the season. The turning point that shifts the balance of power in the league and fuels debates that will last long into the offseason and beyond. Sources close to the teams have hinted that discussions leading up to the trade were tense and protracted, with negotiations reportedly involving multiple stakeholders, careful evaluation of financial implications, and intricate considerations of player dynamics. It appears that both organizations understood the magnitude of what was at stake, recognizing that the trade would not only influence on-field performance, but also fan sentiment, media coverage, and the broader cultural identity of each franchise. For Lindor, the transition comes with immense personal pressure, stepping into the iconic pinstripes of the Yankees, a team with an unparalleled legacy, where expectations are relentless and scrutiny is relentless. Fans and commentators alike are already speculating about how he will integrate with the existing lineup, whether his leadership style will harmonize with the team's existing personalities, and how his presence might influence the strategies employed by the Yankees coaching staff. Beyond the technical and tactical aspects, there is a narrative dimension to consider. LINDOR's journey from one New York team to another, a city where rivalries are fierce and allegiances run deep, is rich with dramatic potential, offering endless fodder for storytelling, both on and off the field. Analysts are predicting immediate impacts on the Yankees' performance metrics, projecting how his batting average, fielding statistics, and overall presence could tilt crucial games in their favor, while fans are engaging in heated debates about whether this trade cements the Yankees as the dominant force in the league or whether it introduces vulnerabilities elsewhere in the roster. Across social media, hashtags are trending, memes are circulating, and sports talk shows are devoting entire segments to speculating on the first games in which LINDOR will don the pinstripes, creating a frenzy of anticipation that underscores the unique way in which a single player's movement can catalyze widespread engagement. As the story continues to unfold, every angle is being analyzed, from psychological impacts to contractual nuances, from the ripple effects on team morale to the economic ramifications, all converging to illustrate just how profound and multifaceted the consequences of this trade truly are. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The emotional response from fans has been nothing short of extraordinary, highlighting the deep connection that exists between athletes and the communities that support them. For Mets fans, the news has prompted waves of nostalgia, reflecting on LINDOR's unforgettable plays, his charismatic presence, and the countless moments when he carried the team through high-pressure situations. There's a sense of loss, a feeling of being uprooted, and yet, within that, there's also grudging respect for the inevitability of professional sports, where talent is not always bound by loyalty, and where teams must make strategic decisions in pursuit of long-term goals. Meanwhile, Yankees fans are reveling in the addition of a superstar who not only elevates the team's capabilities, but also injects fresh excitement and energy into the roster. The optics of the trade, the immediate social media reactions, and the flood of commentary across platforms serve as a testament to how sports have evolved into a cultural phenomenon, where every transaction carries narrative weight, emotional resonance, and the power to captivate global audiences. There are whispers of locker room dynamics, questions about how existing players will respond, and speculation on whether LINDOR's leadership qualities will translate seamlessly to his new environment. Beyond the field, the trade represents a broader narrative about ambition, risk-taking, and a delicate balancing act that organizations must perform to maintain competitiveness. It exemplifies the intersection of personal achievement and institutional strategy, illustrating how a single acquisition can influence not only game outcomes, but also fan engagement, media narratives, and the cultural zeitgeist surrounding a team. Each day that passes without LINDOR stepping onto the field in a Yankees uniform intensifies the speculation, creating anticipation that borders on frenzy as fans, analysts, and commentators attempt to predict the moments when his impact will become unmistakably tangible, when his presence will shift the momentum of games, and when the gamble taken by the Yankees will either be celebrated as genius or questioned as audacious overreach. The story is far from over, and every subsequent development, from interviews to first-game performances, promises to add layers of intrigue, emotion, and speculation to an already complex and captivating narrative. The financial dimensions of this trade are equally compelling, offering a glimpse into the intricate calculus that underpins modern baseball. Both franchises had to weigh salary obligations, potential endorsements, and long-term budget flexibility, balancing immediate competitive advantage with sustainable planning. LINDOR's contract is a significant commitment, reflecting not only his exceptional talent, but also the expectations that accompany his role as a centerpiece of the Yankees' strategy. The Mets, by orchestrating the trade, are signaling a willingness to adapt, leveraging assets in a way that might provide opportunities for future acquisitions, prospect development, or strategic realignment. Analysts have noted that while the financial numbers are staggering, the value goes beyond dollars and cents, encompassing intangible benefits such as fan engagement, media attention, and brand visibility, all of which contribute to the broader ecosystem of professional sports. Moreover, the trade illustrates the tension between emotional attachment and business pragmatism, highlighting the decisions teams must make when balancing loyalty, performance, and fiscal responsibility. Observers have pointed out that in an era where player movement is increasingly fluid, trades like this one reflect not only competitive ambition, but also the dynamic nature of sports markets, where timing, leverage, and negotiation acumen can define the trajectory of entire franchises. As discussions continue, fans are dissecting every nuance, from projected wins above replacement to potential playoff implications, examining how LINDOR's presence might influence pitching strategies, defensive alignments, and offensive cohesion, while also pondering the psychological impact on teammates, opponents, and the broader league narrative. The intertwining of financial strategy, performance expectations, and fan sentiment creates a multidimensional story that transcends simple box scores, providing endless material for speculation, analysis, and heated debate among all who follow the sport with passion and scrutiny. As the dust begins to settle on what is undoubtedly one of the most significant trades of recent memory, attention turns to the upcoming season, where the implications of LINDOR's move will be felt in every stadium, in every inning, and in every conversation among fans and analysts alike. The Yankees are now tasked with integrating a superstar into an already complex ecosystem, navigating the delicate balance of team chemistry, positional dynamics, and strategic flexibility, while the Mets must reassess their approach, recalibrate expectations, and harness the potential of incoming talent to maintain competitiveness. The trade has generated a narrative arc that extends far beyond the field, encompassing media discourse, fan identity, and the psychology of loyalty, all intertwined in a drama that epitomizes the unpredictable, high-stakes world of professional baseball. Observers are analyzing historical precedents, comparing this trade to past blockbuster moves, and debating whether the decision will be vindicated in immediate victories or scrutinized as a bold gamble with long-term ramifications. The interplay between talent acquisition, strategic foresight, and public perception is at the heart of the discussion, highlighting how a single transaction can alter not only team performance, but also the cultural and emotional landscape of the sport. In the coming weeks, every game, every at-bat, and every defensive play will be examined through the lens of this trade, with LINDOR at the center of a story that merges athletic excellence with high drama, turning ordinary season matchups into spectacles of speculation, commentary, and anticipation. The eyes of fans, commentators, and analysts are fixed on the unfolding story, as the reality of a New York Yankees roster now featuring Francisco Lindor reshapes expectations, fuels debates, and promises a season rich with intrigue, intensity, and the kind of narrative momentum that only the most dramatic trades can generate, leaving no doubt that this development will dominate headlines, conversations, and social media feeds for months to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.